In 1 Kings chapter 3, we read the story of two women who were prostitutes came to the king claiming over the child. One said, "The living child is mine and the dead is yours." The other said, vice versa. King Solomon said, "Bring a sword, divide the living boy in two, then give the half to the one and the half to the other." The real mother, burned with compassion, said, "My lord, give her the boy, do not kill him." King Solomon found out the real mother and gave the child back to her. All Israel heard of it, and they perceived that the wisdom of God was in him. When Zechariah's mouth was opened, when he wrote the name John on a tablet, people pondered and said, "What then will this child become? The hand of the Lord is with him." In Lystra, when Paul healed a crippled man, the crowd shouted that gods have come down to us in human form. Wherever something extraordinary, surprising, unbelievable, amazing happened, people astounded, and that astonishment led to proclamation of God and praise of God. In today's gospel, Jesus' own people who had seen him, heard him, astounded at his teachings, wisdom, and deeds of power. But these astonishments did not lead them to God, rather, they took offense at him. They asked a question, "Where then did this man get all this?" They knew that these deeds can be done only by the power of God, but still they did not believe him. They rejected him. He did not do many deeds of power there because of their unbelief. While many other people accepted him, his own people, the people of his hometown, took offense at him. We all are God's own people because he has chosen us. Isaiah 43:1 says, "I have called you by name, you are mine." If we are God's people, his chosen race, his own, do we accept him or reject him? Do we give praise to him or take offense at him? The people of Jesus' hometown astounded by the power of Jesus, but they did not receive him. They did not become his own. What are the ways in which I reject Jesus, take offense at him, do not believe in him, do not give praise to him? The answer is only one. When I commit sin, I omit Jesus, I reject Jesus. Whether it is sin of commission or omission, we reject him. Hope you know the meaning of commission and omission. Sin of commission means that which we ask pardon during the confession. Sin of omission means the good we failed to do. We do not even consider that as sin. Example, in the Good Samaritan parable, the priest and the Levite committed the sin of omission. Coming to the point, sin does not come from God, it comes from evil. When I choose to do evil, in other words, when I choose to commit sin, automatically I take offense at him because we are his own people, the chosen race. When I do not live according to his will, I reject Jesus and I do not deserve to be his own. No one can serve two masters. I cannot say I love God when I commit sins because sins reject God and the things of God. That's what happened with Adam and Eve. When they committed sin, they went away from the presence of God. Here, God did not reject them, but they rejected God through their sin. Jesus did not do many deeds of power. God cannot do any extraordinary miracle when I choose to live in sin, when I choose to take offense at him. 1 John 3:9 says, "No one born of God makes a practice of sinning, for God's seed abides in him, and he cannot keep on sinning because he has been born of God." Again, Hebrews chapter 10 verse 26 says, "For if we go on sinning deliberately after receiving the knowledge of the truth, there no longer remains a sacrifice for sins." If we go on reject Him after experiencing His power and miracles, then nobody can save us. Every day during the Mass, I receive Christ into my body. Here, He is not becoming mine, but I am becoming His own. If I receive Him unworthily, I reject Him. I take offense at Him. I do not praise Him and do not believe in Him. Let us pause for a moment and reflect. Whether do I reject Jesus by living an unworthy life, or accept Him by living a life worthy of His calling? In the words of St. Paul, let us lead a life worthy of His calling to which each one of us has been called, so that Jesus may do the deeds of power in us and through us. Amen.